I mean, when I say we, not the stream, but just reminiscing. Right, that almost brings people down, but Shirvan is still not a friend of mine. I can give him a wee gift. Oh man, he wants more than just a wee gift. Placation is a poor man's way of dealing with this. Subsidizing armies, I suppose, would boost relations quite a bit. And send officers does reduce liberty desire considerably, but it's expensive. Oh man, it kinda hurts, but needs must. I gotta keep those guys from allying or doing anything else similarly painful for me. Why did he culture convert? Role-playing. It seems that people don't like the Azerbaijanis existing here. Who knew? Alright, so we got our single units. They can take care of these minor sieges. And I guess you can take care of those minor annoyances. Oh! No, sorry, can't let you have those mountains for free. I'll watch and see what he does. It seems he's running away a bit. That's okay. Shirvan takes care of Jilan. Or Jillian, or Jill Watsits. Just Jill. Those lands I just took are fairly heavy on the Unity, but I need them cored up first. Mamluks get involved, but they'll just take on this one, well, I hope they take on that one province, get to work. It's going to give them quite the war contribution, but big whoop. I think I said I was going to do this anyway, but improving relations with the Poles would be nice. It's not long until we strike the Otto-Turk. March. So I have 2 years to do horrible things to Mushasha here. There's not much more I can improve with Imereti. I can, it's just not much. Okay, no, improving with the Poles is a waste of time. They're not going to suddenly turn on me, I'm sure. Also, I'm missing my cannons here. So a big part of this war is, of course, to take Mazandarani money, and for me to get most of it. I said most of it, but I also want to give some of this land to Mamluks, who said that they want land. I got no problem with that. Well, in theory, if it revolts on them, that does become a problem. We could just take the money, actually. If I didn't take the war reps and just took the money, Mamluks are still happy. My issue is if I give them this land and they get revolts during the war, it's going to be a big distraction for them. But I could also just hope that they don't get revolts. Hope has often helped me out in dark times. You're ahead in Miltech anyway, Jake. Well, I'm a 9. My neighbours are mostly at 9. My subjects popped up to 9. That probably contributed to them not wanting to be my subjects anymore. Jillian might take a while to fall. Well, it's just a capital fort. If I had some cannons up there, that would be a deal changer. Ah, that's right, subjects don't need to be attached to me anymore. Go and do your own things. Hope that Imereti general lives long and prospers so that he can fight the Ottomans with me. Also, this war keeps Mamluks tied up for a wee bit. And there's... oh, that's a fort as well. Might be useful for the Mamluks to get a fort in all this. A few favors as well. Not bad. Once their capital full fort is gone, and that opens the way to the whole country, and then we just kick the door in on the whole rotten culture, are they anyway? Oh, they're actually part of the Mashriq. Thanks, we've got a sizable amount of contribution for this, probably because of that siege. I don't think they fought. No, it looks like they did fight. That'll give them quite a bit of contribution to this. It's all okay. As they chase down poor Gillian. And goodbye more of my money. Haven't been following along, says Mr. Moon. Did he release Armenia's Karakyunlu, or however it's spelled? Yes, we did. Which means we start off with Yerevan and that province. Okay, this siege is taking its sweet time, but on the plus side, if we piece out Gillian, that's a healthy amount of money to go to me. 60 ducats plus tip. And then we can get our 10 to 1s. Ah, oh, come on. And Dulkadir's opinion of me is fairly unimportant, as what's important is his alliance with the Great Horde, which is less than ideal for me. Ah, right, I can get you as well. I want that a lot. I want the next one too. That will help keep my subjects under lock and key a lot more. Okay, I only have a year before it's time to strike the Turk. This war's got to end, and I need to get into position. Mazandaran finally saying that I'm their rival. Now there's a thought. I got a fair chunk of power projection for slaughtering Mazandaran, and there we go. They both fell at roughly the same time. I'm taking your money and your money, and I'm taking your money and your money. Not too concerned about these battles and whatnot, but yes, the money. A couple of provinces for the Mamluks to make them pretty happy. I could take cores for Iraq, but it would boost their relative strength. I don't know, it feels risky, very risky. Well, what the hell. Poor Iraq needs something, right? Plus, there's a fort there that could help us out, right? And I mean, it was a reconquest war. Gotta take it for all it's. Oh right, yeah, I forgot about that part. It makes a certain somebody unhappy. But if I do this, you at least get your fort back. Provinces are all Shia whilst you're Sunni. That's also not good. I don't think you have particularly good conversion power. No, far from it. That's just going to give you revolts. But fort might be useful. I mean, we've got plenty of time for slaughtering Mushasha in the future. No, wait, time is the one thing we don't have. Oh well, I'll still kick your ass. And maybe just give the 2 provinces to Iraq. Do I want it? Do I really want it? The fort will be expensive for him, but if I get really scunnered, then at least it's good protection, and he pays for it. Yeah, sounds good enough to me. Thanks for all the dosh, by the way. Almost have a grand. And I think we just bankrupted the fool. Did I always have 3 stacks? Cool. Okay, time to get into position to kick some auto-arse. How's this war gonna What the hell? He allied Muscovy? They were at war. Damn, that's... It's gonna tie up PLC, to say the least. Must they? He's a diplomat and he's very good at what he does. That's trouble with a capital T, but all the more reason to have the PLC involved. Hopefully the Great Hordes hate Muscovy. Yeah, they're hostile, so they shouldn't give access down here. But I bet they could go down through Circassia and into my quivering north. Oh well. It's the cards were dealt. We just gotta play. I'm gonna need units of plenty where I'm going. Helps to puff out the chest as well. Hemorrhaging money, but I think a lot of that's on reinforcement, right? That's what I'll choose to believe, even though that's not the case. I'm just hurting for money overall. I hope Poland's still up for this war. Yeah, as soon as their truce is up. Now what I could do is tell the Mamluks to prepare for war. That means that for the year they won't join, for a year they won't go to war on their own, and they will hopefully happily join mine. But I can keep an eye on their armies. As long as they're just drilling away, we should be okay. Trouble is, he still has Tunis on his side as well. What I'm saying is this war with Ottomans will not be easy. Oh, especially with PLC at Tech 8. Now, Muscovy is also at Tech 8, but that still means that the Ottomans are going to destroy them. Oh, it's all pretty bad on that front. The Iraqis won't do a thing. They're just going to sit back and smell their own farts for a while. Don't care about these provinces so much, so I'll just thunk and thunk. And it's probably not a bad idea to give them an estate. Now the nobility are... There's not a lot I can do unless I actually actively revoke a bit of their land, which will make them a bit feisty, but it's better than the alternative. I'm sure I gave them some utter garbage land at some point. Ah, here we go, Astra. Not happy, but they're not so disloyal on me anymore. The clergy, I wouldn't mind giving them these provinces, because otherwise they're going to contribute very little to me, especially since I jacked up the autonomization around there. There we go. I can just chill out. Ideas are tempting, but so too is Diplotech. Jake, Russians like ruining your day, and after I went out of my way to give them some missions in the next update, well, time to pull the plug on that one. So Mammy is still pretty strong. He's not in debt or anything. He's malevolent though, so it's a good thing that we love each other so much. Mushasha claiming my land as their own. Too bad, Mushasha, you lose. You know what else loses? Turkish merchants. None of these ideas particularly benefit me right now. I guess coastal barrage to a degree, even though I have no boats. Who needs boats when you are Armenian? That might have sounded a bit more mighty in my head. Emirati want to marry, but my legitimacy is still in a bad place, so I'll pass on that. Looks like we're not suffering from civil war progress. The aristocratic coup is going away. Alright, it was a good choice to go to those wars. It gave us an opportunity to stabilize our nation. I was meant to turn on Colored Wasteland so my name looked more impressive, but don't worry about it. I was kind of hoping that Muscovy or Poland... no, not Poland. Don't need Poland going to war. I was hoping that Muscovy or the Ottomans would have gone to another war that didn't involve me or my allies, but give it time. Mamluks are getting back into position. They have a 17 stack, an 18 stack, and a 7 stack. And most importantly, they're at Tech 9. Worst case scenario would be the Muscovites getting Tech 9 before the PLC did. Poland have Moldavia still as a march. Moldavia, rather. So they might be useful to me. Senpai in chat is saying, hello, chat. And hello, Jake. I always see it as a province to click on if it's coloured. I know that's my fault and not the game's, but can't ignore it. Right, he's still not happy with the things I've done, but I've been able to rein in my subject something fierce, which is excellent, because that Imereti general I really want. I think I'll have him on you, and you guys have my decent general, and of course I tell Imereti to attach to me, and Shirvan just to do whatever they want. Both are at Tech 9, which is excellent, so March we go to war. And since Mamluks are drilling, I can be fairly confident that they are not going to be going to war. Same with Poland. The thing is, I don't have much knowledge about the Ottoman armies. The best thing would be the Ottomans striking against the HRE or something that struck against Austria. Don't think they're going to be so foolhardy as to do that. Tell me more about the HRE. It doesn't look like something that they'll be doing. A man can dream, though. Give it till March and then we strike. Also, how long until that Monster Hunter World unlock? Because that's playing a part in my head right now. At that point, I should probably get military access through you. I wonder. Okay, he's paying for his forts, probably because I'm on his border. What if, just hypothetically, I were to take a step back? He probably activated those when he saw me piling up there. Doesn't make much odds. Well, it makes a considerable odd, but you either get it or you don't. Not gonna lose any sleep over it. Wait, nobles want to rise up? Chaotic conscripts. The soldiers we sent to one of our vassals as part of the army subsidizing have gone rogue. They threaten rebellion. Kars and Guria. Oh, that's Guria. Ah, yes, of course, there's Kars. I don't remember setting that many, but lucky you. Soothe those turbulent forces, then. Okay, the truce is up. I can bring in both my friends. And I want to take Sivas amongst other things. This is going to be a big one. Jake, do you think the innovativeness gain and loss needs a bit of tweaking? It feels a bit underpowered. I don't know, if you get quite a bit of it, it's super powerful. Okay, let's make it happen. This is going to be brutal. I should have checked if there was another ally I could have temporarily taken in. Like, imagine if I allied Austria and said, yeah, you can join in here. But I did not. The numbers look pretty good for us, but... Russians, man. Yeah, the Russians have some separatists going on. Best thing I could really do is peace out the Russians early for loads of Lithuanian land. I'm not sure if they're keen on that. But I do know that we gotta go with this right now. I should probably have half a cannon on you, and you get to work on Isel. Wait, what the heck happened there? Who did I even send over? Go. And then you guys probably stand nearby. You don't have the siege, do you? He has the siege. Oh, no, you do have the siege, never mind. Jake, what's the army quality on both sides? Hey, we even have a thing for that. So, discipline, they out-discipline us. Morale, we out-morale them by half a point. That's pretty good and very unusual for me. We got better defense. We have better tradition. That's amazing. Professionalism on all sides. So, yes, Ottomans were the most discipline. We in Poland were the most morale. Actually, Muscovy... All of our enemies have crap morale. This is a good plus. Satmi is probably not on our side here. Satmi have good siege ability. Amazing. Mamluk's very professional. That could help us out. Well, we'll see where this goes. Honestly, I need to win this war, so those walls are coming down. Should be a sound effect for that, but it ain't on. Diplomat's deed. Oh, I want the other kind of diplomat, the statesman. That'll help keep my subjects in order a bit better as well. Alright, Emirati's on the case. Ottoman units, 23, 20 many, 30 something. It's okay. It's kind of good for me if they go in and tackle my forts, because my forts have huge amounts of defensiveness. And on top of that... Hey, I had a thought. Maybe I could get that mission for trustworthy allies at this point. Especially if I married the Poles and increased my relations with you a bit. Excellent. Good thinking, Jake, and we get a consort out of it. And I'm good at good thinking. So, as expected, the Russians are rolling on in. I'm going to see if I can just piece them out for PLC land. That's what allies are for, selling out at the nearest opportunity. Who did Satmi break free from? The remnants of Novgorod, who had allied with Ottomans, and then once were consumed, Ottomans decided to ally the Russians. Thanks for that, Russia. You will be remembered for this. So the Mamluks are there. Did I tell you to... No, Imereti, you should be attaching to me here. But you've decided... Imereti and Shirvan are such machines. Look at him go! He sees Turk. He slays Turk. His name is Datua Nibulatse. Probably. I'm sure I'd demolish that in some way. I like the fact that the Mamluks are helping me out here, but I would really like it if they went off to their own stuff. The Ottoman forces are very divided. Mamluks, try your luck there. I'm even going to try my luck up in Sinop. I promised nobody any land here. Oh yes, Isel did not last. This is good. Ah, this is why they're attaching to me there. Which is what I want them to not do. I want that cannon back over there in Ankara. We will work on Sinop. I should probably take my war goal as well, which is Sivas. Could also ask... Oh! Thanks for the admin power. Can also ask Shirvan to take it down if they can. Trustworthy allies, I'm so close, but I did manage to build the force limit. Let's make that something. Morale goes up, and we actually expanded Armenia, something fierce. Extra development in Yerevan, yeah, it needed it. Conquered new states, yes we did. Man, we're just so good. Excellent. I normally play so badly I don't get these. Okay, let's keep on rolling. If the Mamluks actually put their back into it there, then I might not even need to help them. I could probably just stand guard here. Okay, good. Very good. Pegu Civil War. It's a bit of a knockoff film, but it'll do. Come on, Muscovy, occupy some land. Ah, they're bringing in the cannons, are the Egyptians, so that's good news for us. Right, there's some things outside my window, I'm just going to take care of that. Easier than squashing the Turks. Speaking of squashing the Turks, let's get on with that. Okay. Wouldn't mind blasting that province away as well. So tell me, Muscovy, are you interested in any of this? Oh, you're interested in all of this land. Well, funny the way that works out. Technologically, Muscovites are still not a Tech 9, but neither are the PLC. PLC are working on Ottoman land, which works out to my immense benefit. Oh, snap. The Mamluks want this land, so they're trying to take it. I was wanting to deal with the Turks in one fell move, but I can give this land to Mamluks because Mamluks are one of my future targets. Yeah, great, as long as I take this, otherwise I won't be able to make my way down to Karaman, which I feel is an important province to take in all of this. Alright, nay bad. Nay bad at all. There's that stray cannon of mine, you're over there. Don't have what I need to blast down the walls of Sinop, but it'll all be done in due time. Come on, Muscovy. Siege up those lands. Check what land does the Mamluks want. Make sure they don't block you from taking the land. Yeah, they want quite a bit of this, but we'll deal with it. Dalkadir still allied with Great Horde. Great Horde would still join in. I need those provinces too. Alright, our allies are so trustworthy. And we managed to acquire subjects. This is a bit useless because I don't feel like integrating my subjects in this. I already have that. Did I always have that spare cannon? Yeah, maybe. Let's just hang tight. Things are looking good. The PLC are taking the majority of the attacks here. But did I ever tell you how attractive you are, Muscovy, and how much you deserve PLC land? Ah, they're listening. They're really listening. Great. Telling Muscovy where to go is the best thing I can do here. He just needs one more province. I could probably chuck in a few ducats to make him happier, but I'm not. No, it's not going down that way. Just occupy something. Oh, and they're working on it. Great. They were working on it. Don't lose those occupations now. This is going well in Anatolia. Good. Take that province and we are done. Oh, speaking of being done... Let's not get carried away here. I gotta keep myself together. Easy does it. There we go. Oh, Muscovy, you're the real champion around here. You just... oh. They don't want that province. I mean, what more could you possibly want? You want me to break up with Poland? I'm afraid that's not on the table. They want war reps? I'll give you a few ducats, but not much more. No? Okay. They would want that province. I fear that it's a case of too much aggressive expansion. But we can possibly modify the offer a bit. No, they demand that province there. Yeah, they want a little deal sweetener. I didn't come to this war to pay people away like that, but it is of immense benefit to get the Russian armies off my back here. So I could either do that or tell Poland where to go. Truthfully, once this war is over, I don't need Poland. They're not going to help me fight against Mamluks. They're not enemies of them. So yeah, actually, it works out pretty well. Sure, you get that land, you don't get my money, and Poland can bugger off. And yet Poland still fight. Okay, excellent. Goodbye, Muscovy. Thanks for all the fish. Now, the Ottomans continue to stomp on the PLC because of their tech advantage, whilst we continue to stomp on Anatolia. There's a bit of a problem here, and that's that we can't really cross the Sea of Marmara here. Serbia's going to attack Hungary. And we have ourselves a new heir. How about... that's a silly name. Vagram. That's a good name, probably. Iraq are loyal. Never would have imagined. I guess they've forgiven me for all those horrible things that I did to them. Maybe I should just convert them now, make them disloyal once again. No, they don't do any harm down there, do they? I don't know, it's kind of tempting, isn't it? Yeah, you know what? Screw you, Iraq. You must become Coptorak.